The Misty Mountains cold, to dungeons deep and caverns old.
I'm looking for someone to share in an adventure.
I can't just go running off into the blue. I am a Baggins.
Wait!
Of Bag End.
Bilbo, allow me to introduce Fili, Kili, Oin, Loin, Darlin, Balin, Biffa, Hofer, Bomba, Nori, Ori, and the leader of our company, Thorin Oakenshield.
Far over the misty mountains cold, to dungeons deep and caverns old. The pines were roaring on the height, the winds were moaning in the night. The fire was red, it flaming spread, the trees like torches blazed with light.
I cannot guarantee his safety.
Understood.
Nor will I be responsible for his fate.
You'll have a tale or two to tell when you come back.
Can you promise that I will come back?
No. And if you do, you will not be the same.
My name is Bilbo Baggins.
Bagginses. What is Bagginses? Precious.
Hey, there, citizens of the New World. I'm talking about the digital age, not to be confused with the New World Order, or its Latin name, Novus Ordo Secularum. Today I'm going to talk to you about The Hobbit, the new movie that came out yesterday, not the book which I've read about 3 times and I still love. Anyways, I knew before I went to see the movie that I was going to do a review on it, and I had high expectations going into it. It is a Peter Jackson movie after all, and first, the 3 Lord of the Rings movies were just like some of the best movies ever made, in my opinion. And boy did it blow my expectations away. It was just so frickin' amazing. Visually, it was just so intense. My eyes were twitching after 5 minutes of action. The one thing that the movie strayed away from the books in some ways, and I don't know, it seemed to me that the focus was sort of shifted away from Bilbo Baggins. He had less of a part, really, than he did in the actual book. I'm not saying that the acting for Bilbo Baggins was bad. It was quite excellent, but the focus of the movie shifted towards the dwarf king Thorin Oakenshield. In the movie, he is shown as an anti-hero determined to recover his homeland from the great dragon Smaug. This is opposed to the greedy, self-centered dwarf he is in the book. The one thing that really matches up between that is he's still quite headstrong. Like, he's doesn't exactly make the most rational decisions, and he seems to have a great deal of doubt in Bilbo, but eventually, I'm not going to give away too much, but he apologizes for something. Another thing that's different about the movie is, I guess, the new antagonist, who is called Asgog, the Pale Orc, and he's this pale orc that, you know, back in the war where the dwarves were trying to reclaim the mines of Moria, Thorin Oakenshield chopped off his arm after the dwarf king was slain. So, yeah, the pale orc is just pretty badass because he rides on like a white warg. And another great thing about the movie is Razgoth, which he plays a bigger part in this, and his sleigh pulled by rabbits is actually like pretty funny. There's this one scene, it's quite hilarious. I've got to say that the movie itself was actually pretty funny. Like, I know it wasn't meant to be a comedy, but Bomber, he was portrayed in this movie as a big fat dwarf who at one point breaks a chair in Bilbo's house. And well, I went and saw the 3D version of the movie, and visually it was impressive. Yeah, I mean, it was just so flashy. It's just like, I gotta just say, I haven't liked a movie like this much since the last Lord of the Rings movies. Anyways, when I went to the movie, I got this bucket, yep, which was full of popcorn. And the bucket, when it was emptied after the movie on my way home, I decided it would be funny to just, when it was fully emptied, the popcorn was just put it on my head like this. So the whole car ride home, me and my friend, we were discussing everything about the movie, and I had the popcorn bucket on my head, and I was calling it some sort of battle helmet, but yeah, I was planning on actually wearing the bucket on my head like the whole time this review, but I decided against embarrassing myself in front of the whole world and possible future partners of the opposite gender. I may, come the apocalypse, be the only viable contender to repopulate the human race. Anyhow, Hantale Mara Mesta.